Hello everyone. This video is a bit different from the videos I've been making and what I plan on making in the future, but I thought that I would just put this out there because at the end of the day, I want this channel to be about my growth and my journey towards being a better me. It involves me making mistakes, holding myself accountable, and then sharing it with you guys so that you know that it's okay to make mistakes and that you're not alone in that, and so that there's trust between us, because again, I think that's important. So even though we're starting out, we've already made some mistakes, and that's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. I was thinking about putting this in a vlog, but I didn't know when I would make that vlog, and I've been sitting on this for a while, so I just decided to make a video out of it on its own. So basically, I might have said this in one of my videos, I don't remember if I did, but one of my dreams is become a published author. And so for the past few years, I've been working on writing my own novels, and progress has been pretty slow on that part. But it's honestly 100% my fault just for not taking it as seriously and not having like the needed coping mechanisms in order to work through that, but that's besides the point. The main problem with this video is what ended up happening and kind of spiraling. So basically, after doing some thinking on what I was doing, I realized how problematic it was, and also after doing some research, I realized how problematic it was, and that was using AI to help with my writing. Now I know some people use AI as like a healthy tool, and like there are definitely like benefits to using AI. But for me, I just feel like I ended up using it in a way that was more harmful than helpful to me. And honestly, this is just because I didn't really trust myself, and I didn't really know how to go about writing a novel and how to how to go about writing a novel. So it started out as me just like having just like a place to like bounce ideas off of, and to have like and to like process my own thoughts. Like I would just be like, this is what I'm thinking, and then a little like message, and then I'd be like, okay, this is helping me like get through what's going on in my head. And then I'd also use it for things like helping with names, like character development, kind of. What else? Like world building. I think a few other things. It was like, I guess, a little bit of like plot ideas. But yeah, basically it spiraled into all that stuff. And like again, if it's like a little bit here and there and you're using it in a smart way, I think it's fine. But I think the way I was using it more as a crutch than as a tool. And so yeah, at the time, not an excuse, I genuinely didn't realize how harmful this was. And I think it was just because I was like, oh, I finally feel comfortable and I feel like I can actually make progress on my books. But yeah, I did some research and I snapped out of it, thankfully. But yeah, that's basically what happened in short. And so, like I said, I wasn't really trusting myself, and I had no idea where to go actually when plotting or creating books in general. And I feel like I didn't really have that many people to talk to, just because everyone has their own lives, and I didn't want to always bother people. And at the time, I wasn't at school or anything, so I didn't know how to join any clubs or anything like that. And like I tried like Discord and stuff, but it just wasn't for me. So I felt like I was on my own, which is no one's fault. And so again, like I said, I used it a little bit, and then it kind of just snowballed. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with now, especially with AI, where you use it a little bit and then it just it overtakes you a little bit because of how easy it can be to use it as like a second voice, or just as like a guide, basically. But yeah, and then before you know it, it's kind of all over the place. I do want to make a disclaimer. It hasn't written any like actual words for my books. Um, I had limits. Still, I was like, I'm gonna write the words myself. But it has been used in like the background of my books. And so because of that, I'm still gonna work on these books just because I genuinely love them and I am passionate about them. But I probably just have them up for free or something like that. Which I don't really mind because like at the end of the day, the goal is just to publish a book. And like I can publish a book for free, right? But yeah, I just want to publish a book really. I don't want to, and I don't want to make people pay for a book that has AI in it, even if it's not, even if AI didn't write anything specifically in the book. It just feels wrong to me to make people pay for that stuff. So, yeah, basically, that's what happened, and I wanted to admit that to everyone because, again, like I said, we make mistakes, and instead of beating ourselves up about it, it's better to learn from them and then move on. So, yeah, basically, what I've learned from this is that I need to actually just trust myself more, and I need to come up with a better plan on how I want to write my books in the future and now, so that I don't feel like I need a crutch, and to also just talk to people more. So that's basically the main lesson here, and I hope that you've learned from it as well. And if you're mad at me whenever you watch this, that's fine too. I understand. I was mad at myself. I'm still kind of mad at myself, to be honest. Like, there is a part of me that's just like, you just ruined your whole career. But I'm not gonna listen to that voice. Because then I'll spiral. But yeah, I think that this was better for me because I'm not the type of person to just like, I can't lie and I don't lie. And I don't like to hold this information. And it would just feel so wrong to just like go about my life, like if I did publish these books, and like charged people for it and just kept that part hidden. Like I couldn't, no, that's not me. So being honest and upfront about it with you guys, I've tried to give as much detail as I can, but it's been a while, and I've done this like throughout the years, so it's kind of all over the place on like what I've specifically used AI for. But at the end of the day, it's still my ideas that I choose, and it's still me writing the book. That doesn't get rid of anything or excuse anything, but it's still me doing the work and processing everything. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, it kind of, AI mainly for creatives can really be harmful, and I do feel bad about it, especially for people who, you know, like for the people who draw or paint. I know they're having issues with AI, just like stealing their art or like taking their jobs just because of how easy it's been. So I do apologize for that, even if it's not like I'm not in that specific industry. It does still not feel good, and that wasn't my intention. But I've learned from this, and like I said, I'm mainly just gonna be writing these books for me now. And anyone who wants to read it can publicly read it for free whenever they're out. It's not like they're gonna be out anytime soon anyway. So it's just, yeah, at this point it's just for fun. It's a hobby, and that's fine. But yeah, I do apologize to all the communities out there who are affected by AI and are struggling with AI. And I hope this is taken kind of as a PSA about it and how harmful it can be for like yourself and for others. And I hope that, I don't know, at least someone learned a little something from this. But yeah, I believe that's it. But yeah, I think that in using AI, it really did hurt my creativity because it wasn't like I was stealing ideas from it. Like I wasn't telling it to like give me this idea to do this. But it was definitely kind of like I kept second guessing myself instead of just going with it and trying it out and seeing if it works. And just like trusting myself to make mistakes and like mess up and stuff like that. That it kind of just, like I said, snowballed and spiraled to where I just ended up using it too much. Is like basically, it sounds weird, but like as a friend when it's not a friend, because AI is still AI and it's not real and it's not authentic, and it can make you, it can like blur the line between what ideas like are yours and what aren't, and yeah, how that can impact you as an artist. So yeah, this is my confession. um this was kind of hard in the beginning, but it's out there now. I literally feel lighter, so we love that. But yeah, I'm that's basically all I have to say about that. Again, I apologize, and I hope that at the end of the day, something was learned. If you don't forgive me, I understand. If you don't want to read any of my work, I understand. And that's perfectly fine. Because I don't know if I would. So, but yeah. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys at least for listening, understanding if you have. If not, again, that's fine. But yeah, I hope that those who do understand are able to be patient with me and to also move on from this. But yeah, it's kind of rough when you just start your YouTube channel and it's already an issue. But hey, you know what? It's fine at the end of the day. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. Well, I mean, I probably am, but I'm not gonna stress myself out about it anymore, and I'm sure eventually I'll move on from it. So, yeah, shorter video, so I hope I didn't bore you. But yeah, I think that's it. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.